Hi everyone, welcome to this new series of Coffee Corner. I'm Damien. I will be your host for today. I'm part of the strategic partnership team at Mews, and I will welcome two wonderful guests, Marcus and Mark. Hi guys, thanks for being here. Before to jump into it, I just want to remind to everyone what's our Mews Coffee Corner. So it's a series of episodes that we run where we invite one of our technology partner and one customer using both solutions to talk about some insight, tip, and the industry in general. So we really hope that you will learn something today. Talking about today, the topic is going to be around how to maximize revenue, increase probably direct bookings, and the personalization, which is so important at the moment in the industry. So as I was mentioning, today I have the pleasure to discuss about this topic with Marcus and Mark. First of all, I would say hi, and I would love you to introduce yourself, guys, if you're fine with this.
Sure. Hi, Damien. I'm Marcus. I'm part of the GauVendi team, and I'm happy to be here at the Coffee Corner. Over to Mark. Sorry.
Hi, you two. Thank you very much for the invitation. My name is Mark, and I'm Director of Business Development at Harrys Home and Adler Hotels.
Thanks, Mark and Marcus. Very nice to have you guys. We'll begin with Mark, talking a bit more about your hotels, what you do, who you are, to give a bit some context, please.
Thank you, of course. Well, Harrys Home is a hotel group founded by Harry Ulrich in 2006, whose family has been active in the hotel business for the last 5 generations. And our family-owned group also includes the Hotel Schwarzer Adler and Adlers in Innsbruck. So we're headquartered in Innsbruck, and currently we're operating 18 hotels in Austria, Switzerland, and Germany, with a total of nearly 1,700 units.
Nice.
With our concept, we're combining tradition with modern flexibility, including long stay accommodation for business and leisure travelers. And well, what stands behind our concept is that guest stays can be completely customized, so that the guests only pay for what they need in our houses, according to our brand claim and motto, "Create Your Stay."
Very nice. Thank you. So, yeah, thank you very much for the introduction. I think you have way more data that you will come back. You will come back to it later. Make understand exactly what personalization means at your property, right? Talking exactly about attributes-based selling and hyper-personalization, we have on the other side here of the screen, let's say, or the side of the technology, we have Marcus from GauVendi talking on how it's possible to achieve what Mark was saying. So Marcus, can you give us a bit more details on the trends you've seen in this regard in the industry, and whatever can help in this hyper-personalization here?
Yes, sure. So I think part of the brand promise, as Mark was saying, create your stay, is obviously to also get the right room to the right guest. And what we do in the hospitality industry today is we're managing our beautiful room inventory in simplified categories. And we manage those guest expectations in simplified categories. That's why we have all these different things, right? So basically, when you want to come to the hotel and you say you want a high floor or low floor, it's technically not possible unless it's an individual category. And this is when we talk about attribute-based selling and hyper-personalization, that we break away from those categorization and actually allow in an automated way to sell and price those different features and attributes in a different way. And how Harrys Home implemented this was that you can put much more relevant products on the website directly. So in this, for example, it does not necessarily mean you want to select high floor or low floor, but you want to know which rooms are suitable for my family, which rooms are suitable for kids. And they might be in category X or Y, but they're different units which are more or less suitable for families. And the way how Harrys Home implemented that, you know, with Mews and GauVendi, is that they put certain products by target audience, let's say families, and then created direct links to those units which are relevant and which match and cater best to that kids and family stays. And this is exactly when we also talk about not only just attribute-based selling, but also this hyper-personalization, because you know, one person wants to have high floor, the other person wants to have low floor. But at the end of the day, it always depends on the context of your travel, with whom you're traveling, for how long you're traveling. And that's what we achieving with this concept and in this example.
Amazing. Thank you, Marcus. Yes, what you're saying is basically that you are mapping kind of what a hotel can offer with the exact expectation of a guest, but going way more into details here. So very interesting. If I go back to you, Mark, to understand a bit more about it. So we know that we work all together here to make it happen. Can you tell us how important is it for you, Mark, to build the right tech stack and having the right tools? And also if you have some metrics and some numbers to share of what you've seen in terms of increase, I don't know of any metric in the past year due to this relationship.
Well, I mean, our tech stack is really important for the success of our hotel and hotel operations and the guest experience. And we decided for GauVendi, and we saw, I mean, if you talk about the tech stack, you always have to have a kind of revenue approach to this, right? And for us, it was absolutely crucial and a key factor that we want to increase our direct bookings. And so we really focused on this direct booking strategy to reduce dependency on third-party ODAs, for example. And that's why we choose GauVendi a few years ago, 2.5 years ago, Marcus, I think, right? And we could increase our direct booking since then with 50% more than we had in 21-22. So it's really important to have a seamless communication, between the different systems like Mews matching with GauVendi and all the other tech stack systems,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. And it's good to see how you could improve your operation, finally your numbers. At the same time, you were offering a better guest experience. So I think that's absolutely critical nowadays in our industry to work this way and to be able to map the right solution together. So thanks again. Marcus, talking about mapping the right solution together, our partnership, we know that we work together for some years now, Mews and GauVendi. Can you maybe tell us a bit more about this partnership, how you see it, and what we've seen, what we've achieved together?
Yeah, I mean, we do have fantastic use cases together, right, Damien? If I look at our portfolio, it starts from camping spaces, right, where we're selling pitches to luxury castle hotels or chains like Harrys Home. And I think that's the value and sees the diversity of what you know our systems can actually cater to. And I think it's about you know, we just don't only have the spaces, but these spaces also form experiences, and that's what together we are selling in a perfect way. So I think that's in principle what you can say, and what we see with all our customers, that we definitely drive more direct bookings. We have a higher revenues because we upsell and monetize obviously room features or attributes, and we automate more reservation processes so people don't have to call and stuff like that, because now they get what they want and see what they get. And also the net promoter scores and the guest ratings go up because we're managing those expectations in a much better way, because now you can label your room experiences in a very transparent way, and you can sell proudly even your so be it your broom chamber, if you have one in one hotel. You know, every hotel says they don't have one, but usually they have a couple of those, and you can sell them and label them and sell them with pride, because the guest will understand what they get. And I think that's a very important one.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. I think, yes, this slide is kind of summarizing what you were saying about the fact that you can really customize toward the exact guest or the exact people viewing the room, right?
That's right. I mean, it's just the concept. I mean, everybody's familiar with the concept of dynamic pricing, where we're having a category product and we price it today like this and tomorrow like that. But the concept of changing your product, we call it dynamic inventory or product inventory, is taking the same unit and selling it in a different way. And this coming back to the kids example we had before, because some room they might be perfect for kids, but at the same time, they might be perfect for couples as well. But we would highlight different things, and couples would have a different price sensitivity. And that is the power of that dynamic inventory, where we take the physical spaces and sell them, like in this example, 501, in different ways, as a standard room or as a romantic double or as whatever, for different price points to different target audiences at different times. And I think that mirrors then what we mean with dynamic inventory.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Mark is a perfect example with the metrics he shared on the improvement that he has seen on, again, a real example, a real business case. I think you have also other business case that you want to share, Marcus, what you've seen in general and how do you see an average, let's say, in terms of increase in this regard?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's in principle that's the point actually. What we do manage in categories, or hotels manage in categories, and that means you can only price and manage guest expectations in that fixed categories. But if you loosen and break away from those categories, and you could sell every individual unit completely dynamic to different labels to different price points, then you increase, and that's what we see. We increase average revenues by 20%, and it's obviously then clear because it's just the same room could be a standard room, but it could be the standard room high floor, it could be the cozy couple room in the corner, and I think that makes selling experiences so much more fun, and it drives you higher revenues.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I think it's very clear. So if you're still listening to this episode here, if you want to look at hyper-personalization and check what you need to do to improve this, maybe you have a nice option to put on the table and to look at. Mark, I think you wanted to add something maybe on this regard?
No, I mean, it's really obvious, as Marcus said. We have a lot of good use cases, and we are happy the last 2 years that we could increase our direct revenue that much. And GauVendi helps us to optimize our operations and also simplify our processes. So as I said, it's really crucial to have the right partners in the tech stack to improve and go forward in a really tech-driven market.
Well, couldn't agree more, and really happy to see that we were able to help you, Mark. So thank you. I think, guys, it was, of course, a pleasure to share the screen with you and to share some words here about our industry. The time has come to close this episode of Coffee Corner. So thank you to you both, of course. Thank you to all the people who listen and are still here right now. If you didn't subscribe, feel free to do it on LinkedIn, or to follow us on LinkedIn, or to subscribe to our newsletter. And of course, I will tell you, see you soon. Thanks again, guys. Bye.